boy! Yeah, hey, it's Anne. I haven't been on for a while. I have been doing a buttload of homework this quarter, and it basically sucks the joy and ambition out of every single day. I also had traveling. I was traveling for a little bit, so we didn't play for a while. Cat. I finally got the story, so that's fun. I'll share that. And the first part I actually wasn't a part of because I'm sure I was doing something stupid like homework. But alright. It starts in the city of Ferndale, which is a small little farming village in the Dale Lands, which is a small confederation of cities, free cities, surrounded by a dense forest with fertile valleys. Its primary resources are wood and agriculture, and the area's has three gods. One is Lathander, the god of the sun, healing and renewal, Shantea, the goddess of birth, growth, and agriculture, and Maliki, goddess of peaceful forest, animals, plants, and natural resources. And every summer there's a harvest festival, and every 4 years the festival also coincides with the Shantean celebration of harvest. And let's see, the two rituals combine to form one massive celebration. During a harvest home year, the Shantean faithful craft a harvest wreath, which is blessed by one of the Shantean druids and hung on the shrine tree outside of the town to be blessed by the rising sun. Part of the festival celebration has the children of the village competing in a variety of games and tests, and the winner of these competitions are chosen by the village elders to go retrieve the festival wreath. 10 years ago, the group included young Aegon, the son of a wizard who had fled to the Dale Lands from the war-torn lands of Thay, and Minerva, a halfling apprentice to the Shantean acolytes. Along the way, Aegon and Minerva were accosted by Martin Searsore, a local bully who was not all that bright, and his friend Alistair Udram. They were taunted and threatened, but Martin ran off when he disturbed a hive of giant horseflies, and Alistair ended up following him. So then the group headed to the shrine tree, and they got the wreath, and they went back to Ferndale. When they got back to Ferndale, the celebrants welcomed them back, and the wreath was hung in the place of honor and used for blessing babies, marriages, sick family members, etc. Meanwhile, a massive feast was set out with Aegon and Minerva in the place of honor, and they ate, drank, and made merry. Then, late into the evening, I think the guards were, again, I wasn't here for this, it says the guards were put to sleep, so I don't know if it was a spell or if they drank something, but the guards were put to sleep and the gates were opened, and a local tribe of goblins descended, attacking while the village was off guard and distracted. They attacked it in mass with fire, setting off carts filled with burnables in the village. The festival broke apart, and everyone went running for shelter in the Temple of Lathander, and the able-bodied adults gathered together to fight the goblins. While they were gathered in the temple, a lot of the townsfolk began questioning why the carts were there in town full of burnable materials, because that is surprisingly not common. Someone accused Martin Searsore because they had seen him moving one of the carts, and he's, again, is the not-so-bright friend of Alistair. Martin replied that he only put the cart there because he was told to and paid to. He had no clue it would be used in the raid. When the townsfolk asked who paid him to do so, he said it was Alistair Udram. Alistair got angry that the townsfolk were turning against him, and in a fit of anger, he ran out of the temple. However, the goblins intercepted him, and the last anyone saw of Alistair, he had been set on fire, and he was running away from a mob of goblins that were after him. So that's the very first part of our adventure, and then I'll post the next video will be the second part of our adventure. I can't really add anything to this one because I wasn't there to play it. So, yeah, that's it. Blech.